Hey everyone, Steven here from Redolescence and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for watching. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at a fragrance from the company Nest. And the fragrance is called Wasabi Pear. So here's the bottle. This one was released in 2013, and I'm not quite sure who the perfumer is behind this scent. I do know that the company Nest has worked in collaboration with a couple of perfumers in the past. I just don't know who worked on this particular fragrance. Now, the company Nest was a new one for me. Nest is a company, believe it or not, that you can actually find at some Sephoras. I think there has been an installation recently of niche fragrances at Sephora. Usually it was just designer and celebrity scents. Now you can find niche brands like Bond No. 9s at some Sephoras, L'Artisan Parfumeur, Juliet Has a Gun, Tokyo Milk, and now this company, Nest. And I own a couple. I have this one and Midnight Fleur, both of which are actually really good. So I'm really excited to see what else this fragrance company has to offer. Now, they only do have one men's release, which is a sandalwood-based scent. The others are either marketed as unisex or marketed for women. This happens to be one of the unisex ones. Now, they do have two collections. There's the original line, and then they have the Body and Soul line. So this fragrance is part of the Body and Soul line. And as far as the classification goes, it's classified as an aromatic fruity, and I'll be letting you guys know what I think about the smell. Next up, let's take a look at the presentation. The box has a really nice rubbery feel to it. You have the name of the fragrance, name of the company here in the front, vertical stripe, which kind of reminds me of the ones that you'd find on Gucci product boxes. Size down here at the bottom. The concentration is not written anywhere on the box. UPC at the bottom with the serial number located to the right of that. Some more information on the back here, and then you have the name of the fragrance and some description about it down here below. Nothing at the top, and that's it for the box. As far as the bottle goes, same thing here. You have a sticker here in the front. As you can tell, it kind of has like this pink hue to it, and that's because the base of the bottle is colored pink. I really like what they did here. I think it looks pretty cool. Cap comes off. Distribution could be a little bit better. It sprays out enough juice relative to the concentration, and that was a presentation for Wasabi Pear by Nest. The type of person who I can imagine wearing this smell is somebody perhaps who's having a bad day. Maybe they're under a lot of stress and they have a propensity towards wearing fruity smells, or they're enchanted by the smell of fruity smells like apple and pear. So in order to mitigate that stress, they sprayed this fragrance on as sort of like a mood enhancer, a spirit lifter, or a pick-me-up. I think that this one is a really nice pear smell. The other person I can imagine wearing this one is a young girl, somebody who's more youthful, enlivened, and jubilant, and she also has a proclivity towards wearing fruity smells, and maybe she just wants to go out to the mall or something with her friends and just wants to wear something casual. This is a great fragrance for that. I think that this is a really nice pear-based scent. It contains the note of Anjou pear. Now, Anjou pear is a type of pear that originated either in France or Belgium and then eventually found its way over to the Americas and to England. Now, how to delineate the smell of Anjou pear with other varieties of pear, I'm not entirely sure, but I know how pear contrasts from apple in the sense that it's not as starchy and it's also a little bit sweeter. And I do have to mention that this fragrance is a little bit on the sweet side. So if you're not a fan of sweet smelling fragrances, this might not be the one for you. I do find this to be rather sugary, although while not smelling entirely juvenile and really still retaining its natural smell. This does smell like a very natural pear smell, one of the best, if not the best, that I have put my nose on. I have reviewed another smell, which is Jimmy Choo for Her, and that one is composed by Olivier Polge, who is one of my favorite perfumers, and that one has kind of like a pear liqueur vibe. It also has some floral nuances. That one is multifaceted and multidimensional. I find this one to be a little bit more on the linear side and rather unilateral, which is a good fragrance if you just want something that smells like pear. You don't want something that smells extraneous or has other nuances or layers to it. I think this is a good fragrance for that. In addition to that, I think that what this fragrance reminds me of is if you've ever been to Starbucks. You walk into a Starbucks and you know how the baristas have like the syrups in the back, and you order like a hazelnut latte and they put pumps of hazelnut syrup into your drink. Imagine a syrup but pear flavored. That's what this reminds me of. It has a rather syrupy and viscous olfactory consistency, if you will. It comes across rather sweet, not cloyingly sweet, which is something that I like about it. And that's what it reminds me of. Now, it does have an ozonic nature to it, and when you think of aquatic fragrances, usually think of citrus, you think of salty or marine notes. This one doesn't smell salty or anything like that. It does smell rather vaporous and gaseous and atmospheric. Doesn't necessarily smell like an aquatic. So if you think it's going to smell like a pear that has been carried by the currents, you know, onto the beach or something like that, and it's going to smell salty, it won't. It just kind of adds like this atmospheric touch, something along the lines of what you would find in L'Homme Libre by Yves Saint Laurent, also done coincidentally by Olivier Polge, minus the violet note, of course. Overall, I think this is a really nice scent. This is the most unique and the most natural smelling pear note that I have encountered in my journey of fragrances. And I think it's because it's one-dimensional, and I actually really, really love this scent. Now, as far as the wasabi note, what wasabi note? Alright guys, last up we have the rating. Thank you for watching. First up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and I ended up giving this scent a 9 out of 10. I think that this is a great smell, compliment getter. My fiance loves it, highly inoffensive. It lasts a long time, fixed its reuse successfully, and it does not resemble any other pear scent that I have encountered in my journey of fragrance hunting, if you will. Even though Olivier Polge's composition, Jimmy Choo for Her, bears some similarities. That's more like a pear liqueur. This is more like a sugary pear syrup, minus the floral nuances. Great smell. As far as longevity goes, this is an 8 out of 10. You will get 6 to 8 hours on your skin, and then it starts to dry down into a sort of a skin scent, which brings us into projection. Projection is a 10 out of 10. Now, the projection on this fragrance is not the best, and it will start to sit closer to the skin at about the 3rd hour. But I think for a fragrance of this compositional nature, and because it is a little bit on the sweeter side, you don't really want it to scream and shout off your skin. You want something a little bit more modest, a little bit more reserved, and a little bit kinder in its projection, if you will. So I think despite the projection or lack thereof, I think it's right where it's supposed to be. As far as versatility, it's an 8 out of 10. You can wear this in the colder weather because of its performance. You can wear it in the hotter weather because of its compositional nature. I think somebody who's on the younger side would be more apt or inclined to wear this one. And I think as far as social scenarios go, you can wear this one casually because of the affordability, versatility, and I think you can wear this on a night out because it does bear that sweetness. As far as a formal scenario goes, I think this would only work well depending on the color of suit you're wearing. If you're wearing like a pear-colored, green, olive-colored suit, I think it would work well, surprisingly, in some weird way. But I think if you're wearing like a red tie or something like that, it would clash in a sort of synesthetic way. It's hard to explain, but you could take my word for it if you want. And then last up, also I think it's a fairly unisex scent. Last up in terms of presentation, I told you guys what I think about that. I ended up giving it an 8 out of 10, classy bottle, and I like the fade of the color. And overall, I'm going to give Wasabi Pear by Nest a 9 out of 10. I think that this is a phenomenal scent. If you're looking for a pear-based scent and you prefer the more natural, unilateral, straightforward, one-dimensional scents, this is the holy grail. Your journey can end here. This is a great pear-based scent. Please make sure to check it out. It smells incredibly natural, very addictive smell, totally unisex, and very happy to have this one in my collection. So there you go, guys. That was my review of Wasabi Pear by Nest. If you own or have tried this scent, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos. So again, everyone, thank you a ton for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Adolescence. I'll see you soon.